in the prayer retreat. 50,000 rand. He came to that Namibian conference and asked me, should I swap it here and give it here? Why they can send it to me? I said, yes. This guy took his card, swapped 50,000 to this false apostle. He ate everything. We call.
Welcome to the moment of truth. This is the continuation of Anosike lies. How could someone give you $50,000? What did you do for the man? And he lied on this young man that this young man stole his money. They asked him to bring the evidence. Anosike is yet to provide the evidence.
Yes.
These were 4 tickets that were bought all on his name. The first one we bought it with Airlink, which was costing us, I think, above 12 to 13,000. And when we bought this ticket, he turned it down because it was not going to go directly. It was going to go in 2 ways. It was going to go from Cape Town to Johannesburg to Cape Town. He said he can't fly for 4 hours. So he turned the ticket down. We bought another ticket with South African Airline. That's one. He turned it down. We bought a third one that was going to take him to Cape Town. He turned it down. And he chose to drive. Why he chose to drive and not take the air tickets, I don't know.
He chose to drive so he can take the money by road, because when they take the money through the airport, they will search them. So he know what he was going there to do. And this is the man that claimed that Jesus is powerless and is using the name of Jesus to collect money here and there. Stay tuned.
And he says we made him drive, but we didn't. He chose to drive. We provided the facility for him to get here in such a beautiful way. We provided the hotel, Safari Hotel. We didn't go for cheap hotels. We went to the most respective hotels in the country or in the city. Safari Hotel, we put him there. Even his protocol, I paid. They didn't pay nothing. I paid for all that. No cent was spent from them, apart from them getting on a car, which they use their own fuel, which I don't think it was supposed to be on my head if I provided abilities for them to fly. Secondly, he says I'm a criminal. I didn't steal money. I never spent money on myself.
He said money was raised for him. So let's go through some of these things. Money was raised for him for his city of sons, or sons of city. I'm not sure what that is.
City of sons.
And you kept it for yourself. You bought a house, a mansion, and you bought a car. Is that true? Did you keep an offering that was raised for him for yourself, and you use it for yourself and bought all these things?
No. And I would love him to clarify. If he's going to reply, then I would love him to actually provide the proof of the car that I bought and the house that I bought. And actually, the office of the title deeds are present. There's municipality. One has to go check if there is any house that I purchased or any house that is in the process in my name in that way he claims. So if he gives the proof for that, I'll be more than happy to confess the sins then that I committed, as he claims to be. And secondly, he claims I bought a car. There's no car that I bought after the conference. Actually, my car, as I'm speaking right now, is in the garage because I was fixing 1 or 2 things on it concerning the aircon and all that together. So it's still the old car that I'm driving. So if there's anything else, I have no idea what he's talking about. And I'm not only saying it for the sake of saying it. I'm saying it with proof on the table. Yes.
And then he mentioned the fact that a lot of it is around money. Obviously, he said he drove. Now you've clarified you bought a ticket for him several times. He kept turning it down. Why do you think he decided to drive 14 hours to Windhoek from Cape Town?
I have some concept on it.
You know why? Because somebody here is saying, Kina George is saying, he didn't wanted to fly because he knew that he was going to take our money into South Africa. this is a conspiracy theory, but why would you choose to drive for 14 hours, but you are complaining of flying for 4 hours?
Exactly my point. And I wish I would love to say something about it, but I think he has his own reasons, and I would love him perhaps in his own
Was it
time,
because
perhaps
he
to give
was
me the
coming with
reason.
more people,
It,
his
it, it it
protocol?
could be the code, it could be the case, but I don't think that could really be the case because if you flew, we had protocol provided here. We could
Mm,
have actually picked him up from the office, from the airport, and
mm,
provided the protocol that he needed. And actually, if the process of a flight was possible, we could have earlier arranged for police escort. But because of the delays that were there, security was already there. It was not a matter of
mm,
security. I don't think so.
mm,
It must be something different.
mm.
Yeah,
Now, after he left Cape Town, after he left Windhoek for Cape Town,
yeah,
before he left, he told you that you were supposed to transfer certain monies to him
yes,
from
hmm
some of the pledges or whatever. And when he
yeah.
got to Cape Town, one of his team members now got in touch with you. What happened
Let me
around
explain
that?
it to you. Yeah. So the situation here is that, I think I could have been more grateful if he had given me directives even before we had done anything. If he could have told me that he needed the offering from me before anything, beforehand, he could have told me the conditions when he comes here, what he's expecting us to do for him, and what he expects us to do and how we need to treat him. If he had given us any directives, which we kept asking what is expected from my side. For instance, I asked for the people that would assist my people to know how to usher according to his demands, to know how to protocol according to his demand. I asked for all these things, but no teachings were given. He told me he would send people beforehand. Those people were never nowhere to be seen. But when he came in the service, he was ridiculing everything that we did. For instance, he was talking about the issue of the ushers were not doing the right job, but we asked for help in that way, that we need help. We need help.
Tell us about the
Help.
ushers. Tell us about the ushers
Yeah,
before we go back to that.
yeah.
That the
No, it
ushers
was
were
not.
not doing the right job. What was
Yeah,
his expectation of your ushers?
the ushers to do. I don't know because he said that they don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to usher. People will hate themselves, and that's one of the reasons why he said he's not going to pray for people because ushers don't know what they're doing. People would hate themselves, and there's a flaw here. There's a need to be a match and stuff. He gave his reasons, but the ideology is there was no teachings, and the ushers were told prior to that that they should not go in front of the stage. They should only stay where the people are, because he will come with his own protocol and his own ushers to do those things. So that's what they were taught.
You don't need anyone to tell you now that Christianity now is about money. For some, not for all of them, it's about money. And that's why God is disgracing all these Jesus industry pastors. You've heard it. This is the part 2. I'm going to do the part 3 that will shook you. Thank you, my people. I will see you in my next video. Bye for now. And God will continue to expose them.